Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome to the Hangin with Web Show. I'm GW Pomacher, and as you know, we have traveled for the past year to pop culture conventions, writers' conferences, you name it, and we've been there. Right now, Ellie Ingraham, she is for the very first time surrounded by all of you, by the freaks and the geeks and the awesomeness that we get to see all year long. This is her first time. So let's check in with her and see who she's hanging with now.
Hey guys, we're here in Deansboro, New York at the annual Destination Create Festival. We have crafters, vendors, musicians, artists, and lots of activities going on here. Right now we are hanging with horror, thriller, fantasy, and science fiction author James McNally. Thank you, James, for hanging with us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us about your latest book.
My latest book is The Fortress. It's a sequel to Keepers of the Forest. In The Fortress, in Keepers of the Forest, we learn about a little boy who was kidnapped in the woods. Only one person knows that he's missing, and that person spends his life looking for that boy. And then the sequel is that boy after he grew up.
Oh, all right. So where do you get your ideas from?
Everything. Mostly from just stuff that happens. I hear something that sparks my interest. My Immortal Coil, it's a trilogy. This is the first book in it. I wrote this for the people who, when they have a situation where they
Is it like a murder mystery?
Yeah, what it is it's vampires, but the vampire kills bad people. So say something happened in your life that you didn't get the justice you felt you got.
Okay.
This vampire gets it for you.
Oh, that's a nice twist, isn't that? Wow. So what is your writing process like?
It's hectic. Just whenever I get a chance, I write as much as I can. Right now I'm working on a story where an entire town is being taken over by people. It's sort of like a Invasion of the Body Snatchers type story.
Hey, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Who or what are your favorite influences?
Stephen King. Can't go without saying that. James Rollins.
Yes,
writes
James
a lot of it.
Rollins,
Yeah.
I read that.
Shirley Jackson. My dog, Penny.
What was your favorite book as a child?
White Fang.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was an amazing book.
So when did you begin writing? When did you realize that you wanted to be an author?
I was probably about 13. I was writing like little children's books about a clumsy cat, and people enjoyed reading those, so it just sparked from there.
Oh, that's great. Since you've published your first book, was it difficult for one to publish your first book?
Not really. Unfortunately, it's self-published.
Okay.
Not a bad thing, but there's so much self-published books out there that it just floods the market. It's hard to get people to see the quality of my books. But other than that...
So are you self-published now?
Yeah.
Okay. Has your writing changed since your first book?
Yeah. It's improved a lot.
You already told me that. What's coming up for you? You're working on. You're doing any more public appearances? Are you You're working on your next book?
My next book sale will be in Holland Panton during the Mayfair.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'll
we're
be
gonna
there.
see you there.
Okay.
We're gonna be there.
And just scribbling out my next book.
Awesome. That's fantastic. So I read that your favorite TV show, one of them, is Criminal Minds.
Yes.
Do you draw a lot of inspiration from
Definitely.
Criminal Minds?
a lot of the stuff that goes on in Immortal Coil, I picked up from watching that show.
That's great. All right. And where can people find your books?
Amazon. I'm on Amazon. Yeah.
Very good place. Oh, Harry's telling me it's time for clickbait. Do you know what clickbait is?
No.
Clickbait is when you're on the internet and you click on a link and you want to go somewhere, but it takes you where you didn't want to go. So what our girls in Florida did was they got on the internet and they looked for silly questions that internet people want to know.
Oh.
So the first one is, have you ever been stung by a bee?
Yes.
And you're not allergic?
No.
Or are you allergic? I don't think there's anybody who hasn't been.
When I was stung, it was on the knee, and I screamed so loud that everybody came running. I was only like 5 years old.
Oh my goodness.
It flew up into my mouth, and I started chewing on it.
Oh.
And everybody was like, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" I'm like, "Nothing."
If you could take 3 famous people, dead or alive, to dinner, who would that be?
Stephen King, Shirley Jackson, and James Rollins.
Those are easy. What's the strangest dream you've ever had?
Probably about a dog tearing down a door, trying to get to me. Those are the kind of dreams that inspire my books.
I was going to say, that's why you write thriller horror books. If you could be trapped in a TV show for 1 week, what show would you be trapped in?
Not Criminal Minds.
Me neither.
Maybe Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hanging out with Sheldon. Favorite toy as a child?
Puppets. Muppets, actually. I had a Muppet of Grover.
Oh,
I loved it.
oh, cute. What is this? Are you afraid of heights? If not, what are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid of heights. I don't know what I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of much.
Obviously, you're a horror thriller writer. Oh my goodness, thanks for hanging with us. We've had so much fun hanging with James McNally today. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and let us know what you think of today's show and our guests. You can also check our guest link below. Remember to subscribe, log in, and stay tuned to see who we're hanging with next. Thank you so much, James.
Oh my goodness, that was just fantastic. Thank you so much, Ellie, for bringing that to us. We're going to wrap it up now, and as we do, we thank our partners at Famous Faces and Funnies, Space Coast Comics, the Florida Book News, Wordfire Press, and of course our great friends at Something Unique Magazine. These are folks that share these videos all over the World Wide Web. I hope that you will too. Leave a comment. Remember, folks, subscribe to the channel. We really need you to share these videos, share these artists and creators all over the World Wide Web. I'm GW Pomacher. We've been hanging with Ellie Ingraham. Remember, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.